Once upon a time, there lived happy two pigeons named Connor and Reuben. They made their nest in the safest and the most beautiful place of the country. However, one day, Connor was intrigued and wanted to leave the nest. He told his desire to leave Reuben. "We have been living in this country for a very long time. How long are we going to live here? I get bored seeing the same places every day. I want to have a journey over the seas and to distant countries. I want to have new experiences. I would love to see something new in my life," said Connor. Reuben listened to Connor carefully and said, "You have very good ideas. I also would love to fly over the seas and stroll in gardens with colorful flowers. But you know, safety is our priority. A powerful wind, a ruthless huntsman, or maybe a predator, all of these pose threat to us." "You are absolutely right. I have also hesitations as you do. But you know, you need to face the difficulties to live in peace. I am old enough and I had a lot of experiences up to now. I can survive throughout the journey with the help of these experiences," said Connor. Reuben realized the determination of Connor. "Let's talk about this issue after a while. You will have time to think about more about this issue in this while. Traveling to other countries alone is dangerous. If other friends of us were with us, we could have a safer journey. As you know, two heads are better than one," said Reuben. Despite these words of Reuben, Connor didn't change his mind. He was determined to travel far away. He prepared for the journey and said goodbye to his friend Reuben. He flew over the high mountains and disappeared. He flew over the seas, mountains, and river for days. He was enjoying so much that he never got tired. One day, he arrived at a valley. This valley was beautiful as heaven. The valley was full of green trees, colorful flowers, and rivers. The air was so fresh that he wanted to rest in this valley. Finally, Connor landed on a tree to have rest and watch the fantastic view. Suddenly, he was shocked by the sound of thunder. It was the first time he heard such terrifying thunder. Then a strong wind came with heavy rain. The thunders continued and lightning struck. Fortunately, the tree was big enough. Connor found a hole and got in. Then he remembered his nest and Reuben. He told himself, "There is no place as own home. I wish I were in my own nest. At least I would be safe." Eventually, the night ended and the sun rose up. The birds got out of their nests and started to sing. The flowers blossomed. Connor came out of the hole wearily. He couldn't sleep all night because of thunders. He was so exhausted. He flapped his tired wings and started to fly. It was noon, and he realized the danger coming to him. There was a huge hawk. He was so scared that his life came in front of his eyes like a film strip. His family, his nest, his friend Reuben. He regretted what he did. At that moment, something weird happened. A bunny bird appeared and made a move to catch Connor. The hawk and the bunny bird started to fight for Connor. Connor made use of this chaos and got away to find a safe place. He found a safe place and hid there until morning, but he was hungry and thirsty. Eventually, it was morning. Nature was again exhibiting its beauty as usual. Connor said to himself, "What a lovely to be alive and see this beauty." He forgot all the things quickly and started to fly over the clouds as if he was dancing. However, he got tired, and he was hungry at the same time. He heard a sound. It was a sound of another pigeon. The pigeon was singing and eating feed. He immediately landed near the pigeon and started to eat. He was so hungry that he didn't realize the trap which was hidden in the grass and stepped on it. "Oh, my foot!" screamed Connor. He tried to escape, but he couldn't. He understood what was happening. The decoy pigeon called him into the trap. Connor got close to decoy pigeon and told him, "The worst harm is the one that comes from your own kind. You called me in the trap instead of warning." The decoy pigeon laughed at and replied, "Greed is the worst thing in the life. It drags not only weak birds like us, but also powerful humans into the trap." Connor agreed with the pigeon, but it was too late. Only the decoy pigeon could help him. "You are right, but I must escape from this trap. Can you help me?" "If you help me, I will be grateful to you for the rest of my life," said Connor. The decoy pigeon was sad and helpless. "I would love to help you, my friend, but look at my foot," said the decoy pigeon. His foot also was tied with a rope. "Did you see? I am also tied. I am not here with my own will. If I had the power to save someone, I would save myself," said the decoy pigeon. In the end, Connor realized that the true dangers of the world were not just powerful winds and vicious predators, but also the greed that can trap us all. Connor was saddened by the situation but understood that he had to find a way out on his own. He started to think about how he could escape the trap. He remembered a trick he had learned from Reuben long ago. He started to flap his wings vigorously, making the rope swing back and forth until it snapped. Connor was free. He flew away from the trap and looked back to thank the decoy pigeon. But the decoy pigeon was gone. He had flown away as soon as the trap broke open. Connor realized that the decoy pigeon had been waiting for someone to help him escape too. Connor flew back home to his safe and comfortable nest. He realized that he had been foolish to leave his home and go on a dangerous journey alone. He missed Reuben and regretted not listening to his friend's advice. From that day on, Connor vowed to always listen to the wisdom of his friend Reuben and to never let greed lead him astray again. The moral of this story is that greed can blindside you, trap you, and it can cause more compromises than gain.